Hello, I'm Andy, and here is your weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 19th of February, up to Saturday, the 25th of February. And this is especially for you coming from Sagittarius. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and importantly, reading your palms. Your palms belong to the energy of the soul. Who do you think is changing all those lines and signs? It's the soul that's doing it. And if you like to play lotteries, I'll show you how to formulate your personal lucky lottery numbers, a system. If I see the mystic cross on your palms, then I will talk to you about financial speculation. Anyway, we'll talk about this more later. Sunday, the 19th of February, you coming from Sagittarius, is a very lucky morning afternoon for you. Everything you do, the support will come, and your popularity and the way you say things and plan things are going to be very unique. So you can impress the people that you want to be with. If it's for the job, go meet people who can get you a better job. You'll impress them. If it's for the business, meet them in the morning, afternoon to discuss business ventures. Chasing for the romance, go right ahead. Your aura is shining. People are finding you very attractive to help you. Evening and nightfall, the same planets follow you. And now many emotional planets are also added. So it's an emotional, wonderful, successful evening and nightfall. So dress well, look your best. You may even want to join in discussions of business. I see one business planet there. So by all means, go meet somebody, talk business, talk finances, or just face for the romance that you want, chase for it, or just be happy with your family. Monday, the 20th of February. Here we get another wonderful day for you, especially morning and afternoon, whether at work, whether in business, whether discussing any ventures or financial areas. You'll have the imagination and you'll have the creativity along with you. And you'll be a wonderful, charming person because the planets that make you very, very seen to be friendly are all there. So go ahead, talk to your bosses if you have a job about how to improve your responsibilities. If you have a business, make the changes you want. People will be very impressed by whatever you put forward to them. Evening and nightfall, these planets will follow you and they bring about a very emotional opportunity, kind of a evening nightfall. But there's one planet there, the planet of rebelliousness. You have to be careful. This planet will make you rebellious, meaning that you could be rude with your words or your actions, or you may just do nasty ways of behavior just to attract attention. Don't do that. Tell yourself rather than be too very different, rather than be too different, try to be part of a team. Evening, nightfall, you'll do much, much better. Dress well. You'll find the romance of your life, perhaps. Or you may just meet people who are very friendly and helpful. Tuesday, the 21st of February. Now comes a really powerful day. You're having a good run so far. Morning and afternoon, the powers of bigness, the planets of greatness, expansion, meeting people who are powerful, who are well connected. All that is very possible in the morning, afternoon. So you may want to speak to your bosses since they are your bosses. If you're at work, speak to your bosses. Offer your advice, offer your possibility of how you can improve the work for your bosses. And they'll be delighted to hear all that. It may just it may just result in more money, it may result in better status. Take the opportunity. You got to excite these planets to do it, not just sit back, do nothing. These planets of the morning afternoon may make you a bit dominating and make you a bit stubborn. So try to be more negotiable in whatever discussions you are going. Job, the business, chase for that romance, and also be negotiable. Go have lunch with somebody powerful who can get you into a good situation. It's going to work. Wear your best colors, of course. Evening and nightfall, these planets follow you. But there's also a planet there in the evening nightfall that is determined to make you not so happy, not so successful. And how? By making you not on the same wavelength in the people you're going to be with in the evening nightfall of Tuesday, the 21st February. So you'll have to make an attempt to either behave better or be more receptive of people and their ideas. Don't stick to your own vision. Listen to people and be negotiable and friendly, and you will see that the chances of you getting something in return will be there. Otherwise, you may be in a position to command, but you are not in a position to gain. So to gain, you have to be flexible. Wednesday, the 22nd of February. Now, this is a difficult morning afternoon. The planets of rebelliousness are everywhere. So be careful at work, be careful in business. These planets will make you not obey rules and regulations. And that means that you're spoiling your chances of getting ahead, whether in the job with your bosses or whether in business with partnerships or the business community. So why don't you try to be traditionally thinking rather than coming up with strange plans of all kinds? They are not going to be accepted because while you may understand these plans, nobody else does. So stick to the normal way of doing things, whether job or business, you will lessen the problems with you. Otherwise, your impulsive actions are going to get you into trouble. Accidents can be physical, they can be emotional, they can be financial. Any of these can happen suddenly and unexpectedly, leaving you very flat footed. So rather than have that, be part of a team is safer. Much of these planets will follow you to the evening nightfall. So these fast and furious planets, they follow you to evening nightfall. And they make you behave that way. Unnecessarily edgy and of course rebellious. And of course wanting to do things on an impulsive way rather than planning for things. So turn the tables around and say, I'm going to not say something or suggest something the whole day unless I've prepared my backup, my reasons to support me. Otherwise, you're going to be caught out. There's also a small group of slow planets there to make it worse. The slow and steady planets are extremely bad. They make you to bond with people who are not good for you throughout the whole day or even in the evening nightfall. And so avoid company you know is troublesome, who you know is bad habit, bad news. Avoid them. The best way would be not to go out at all in the evening nightfall. Close the door on these bad planets, the fast one and the slow one, and just don't go out. But if you have to, tell yourself don't commit yourself to anything. That way the bonding will not take place. Thursday, the 23rd of February. This is really a nasty day. Morning and afternoon arguments come from nowhere. Disappointments come from everywhere. And miscalculations, misinformation, all because of the speed of these planets. At that speed, they make you go at that speed also because you are influenced by your own planets. And so you become hasty, you become impatient, you become impulsive. And that's a recipe for making very bad mistakes where you work or where you do business. So, what can you do about it? Well, go slow, slow down, count to five or at least count to three before you say anything, or before you do anything, or before you even get to plan things and put them into action. Because anywhere, anytime, what you say can lead to problems, what you do can lead to worse problems on this 23rd of February. To make it worse, these planets follow you to the evening nightfall. So this time, really, if you don't have to be out, don't be out because they cause accidents of any kind very quickly. And worse still, it seems to affect your reputation. Your reputation doesn't come too good in the evening nightfall, all because what you said, what you did without thinking. But if you have to be out, then slow down the process of communication and don't plan too much. I see many money planets everywhere. Don't commit, don't sign on the dotted lines, and don't promise anything where finance is concerned or anywhere, because later on you'll find that you made a big, big mistake agreeing to anything. Friday, the 24th of February, you are just simply not on the same wavelength as people in the morning afternoon, simply because of not you, because of the planets. They make you disagreeable. They make you come up with ideas opposing other people. And you're not going to be the right person. You're going to be the wrong person, which means you are in the wrong because these planets are negative. So why say anything, whether at work, whether in business, whether at home, whether anywhere? Chasing for the romance, if you ever get one, you are going to regret it. And if you don't get anything, tell yourself all for the better because we don't want any gifts from nasty planets. Morning and afternoon, you are not secure. So you have to follow the rules of your job, follow the rules of the business. Otherwise, you're going to let money slip through your fingers by a bad planning or bad agreement or just being caught making a bad mistake. These planets, many of them will follow you to evening nightfall. And the same story. You are still not on the same wavelength as people. And you're still not exactly doing the right thing or saying the right thing. You can be very upsetting to people this way. And there's also a planet that makes you dominating. If you don't have to be out, don't bother going out. But if you have to, plans already made. Try not to be dominating and be flexible as much as you can. And even better, be negotiable. But don't agree to anything. Saturday, the 25th of February. Now, here comes a wonderful morning afternoon. Is the time for your third eye to exercise itself. And so your third eye will become very active on this morning afternoon. You'll come up with inspirational ideas. You will say things, people will just look at you and say, wow, you came up with that wonderful statement. So even if it's a Saturday morning, even if you're not working, not doing business, go meet people who can help you in the job or business areas because these kind of wonderful days don't come so easily. Wear your best colors. I would have told you if you see me for a 90-minute session, your best colors based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. So wear your best colors, and you will see that you are going to make a great headway because you are inspired basically. Chase for that romance by all means and go make friends. Go to the internet, propose things to people. And those you know for business or job, go see them. They'll be very inspired by you. Evening, nightfall, these planets follow you as well. But there's one planet there, the planet of hastiness, impatience, and quarrelsomeness. So don't do these three things. Try to put your feet on the ground and tell yourself you're not going to expect too much. That way, you will not be pushed forward to impress people unnecessarily. Because this planet who wants you to impress other people is not a good planet. And your people will get the wrong impression about you, thinking that you are very money minded. So don't show that. Just be friendly, go home with nothing, never mind. Make the context. Now, this 90-minute session I have for you is going to be for your benefit. It only costs you USD $50. And in this 90 minutes, I'll have your date of birth, I'll have your time of birth, I'll be able to have your palms, photos of your palms, because it's always a live reading with me. And with this information, I'll talk to you in all areas of your life for the next 90 minutes. I'll give you your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. I'll show you how to awaken the aura, the third eye, and activate the soul. We all get it automatically done, but always in our 50s and 60s and sometimes even in the 70s. Much too late to enjoy life. So I'll do that earlier for you. I know of a way how to accelerate the energy. And all these ways how to formulate lucky lottery numbers. It's a system that I will teach you. I don't give you your lucky lottery numbers. I show you how to create them. It's not very difficult. And you will learn that and you will have your own energy. These energies include the energy of the soul, the third eye, and the aura. We need such energies to win something like a lottery. There's going to be a lot going on in this 90-minute session. Your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions, on and on. So here's my email. Remember, your investment is only USD $50. And for that, you'll get all that I've just spoken to you about, and even more. The ability to speak to you personally in everything you do. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.